I don't know why you guys gave me the first pick, but I'll take it. I'll take
It's
this
because we
advantage.
want zero excuses out of Gordon after this draft. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Go-
That's
Gordon's
a good
been
point.
Colt's been silently seething about your excuses as he produces for the last couple months. All right, let's kick it off. Gordon, let's do this. Men
All
first,
right.
then women. You have the first pick. I will fill in the chart, and we will go from there.
So with the first pick of the 2021 FloTrack fantasy draft, I got to go with a man who I know no worse than third, in my opinion. And I'm going with Connor Mance, first overall pick. I think he will win, but if he has a bad day, he's getting like third. And that's what you want. You want your bad day athletes to be very good. So I'm going with Mance.
All right, I'll be updating the list. I took Mance off the board. I put him on your roster there, Gordon. The pick is in. Connor Mance, you're picking him to repeat. I'm going to go with Wesley Kiptoo of Iowa State. You have him ranked third. I think the extra year of experience is going to pay dividends for Mr. Kiptoo. Saw last year he runs very aggressively. I think this Florida State course is going to play well for him. I will go Wesley Kiptoo as my first pick. And now we go to the much anticipated opening pick from Colt, the man who does not know anything about NCAA cross country.
All right. So my first pick, I was just gonna stick in the Big 12, but you did take Kip 2 away from me. I think I'll go with Rodriguez as my first pick. Stay loyal to the Big 12 for a little while, at least.
Big 12 loyalties. That's the
That's
pride
right.
of Manhattan, Kansas there.
The Plain
Speaking.
States.
Plains, you got to stick together. So Isaiah Rodriguez, a good pick. Gordon thinks Oklahoma State has been disrespected all year. He thinks that
They're supposed to win,
Rodriguez
right?
could lead them to the title. Well, if you look at his rankings, Gordon thinks they're going to win. But if you look at his picks, they're not going to win. And then I'm sure he has an astrology report where a third team is going to win. You can't pin Gordon down on a pick.
He's covering a lot of bases. It's pretty cool. I like what he's doing.
Are we back to?
So David Minter just said, I'm the world's most illogical math guy. Yeah, well, sometimes you need those in life. Sometimes you need illogical mathematicians. So that's what I am. So
All right.
I'm actually kind of frustrated that you took Rodriguez because now you forced me to make a decision.
Oh boy.
Because
Cole already in his head.
now you're messing. Now I'm like, should I not take Wildshut? Like, I'm just gotta do it. It's his home course. I'll take Adrian Wildshut as my second pick.
Junior from Florida State. You mentioned on the home course. That's got to factor in as well too. Ran really well at this meet last year. So Mance and Wildshut. You get the top two from last year, Gordon, correct?
Yeah.
You got to be pretty happy. Despite the
I am
fact
pretty
that
happy.
Colt is clearly in your head at this point though with the Rodriguez.
He is.
Pick. I like it.
That's right.
He is in my head because I wanted to take someone else as my number 2 pick. That person is still on the board, so now I'm hoping I get that person by round 3.
Let's see if we can
I
figure
can't
out
say
who
who
that
it
is.
Oh, I know who it is. It's going to be I know where he's going. But it's a high risk, high reward. I'm going to stick let's see. I'm going to go Nico Young. Second pick. That was going to be
That's
your
what I
stealth
wanted.
third. How was that a stealth pick? He's ranked 5th. Why would that be a?
Well, I wanted to take him second overall, but now that Wildshut was on the board, I had to go with him. But now I lose Nico Young because of it, because he
I
took
love it.
Rodriguez.
This is all falling apart for Gordon. He was not anticipating the Rodriguez pick. You just ruined his world, Colt. Nico Young,
hell yeah,
off the board. Go ahead, Colt.
Okay. Cooper Tier was the guy that didn't run great in the Olympics, right? I don't mean to bury him on this podcast, but I'm gonna go with Abdihamid Nur.
No. Hold on. Wait, Nur did what? Wait, what was your question?
Was Cooper Tier the guy in the Olympics that performed under expectations, or was that a different Oregon runner?
Oh, you're thinking of Cole Hawker.
I'm thinking of Cole Hawker.
Okay, you don't listen to the pod, which is revealing, but that's okay. You don't need to. You're not paid to listen to it. You're paid to produce it.
I'm
Hawker
paid to
ran
look
well
at it and see an Oregon jersey. And then
Cooper Tier got 4th at the Olympic trials. He just missed making the team.
I apologize.
I want you to have all the facts. Yeah, I want you to have all the facts. Who would you like to pick?
I think I'm going to stay with Abdihamid Nur. I think Northern Arizona, from everything we've been saying. Oh, and I got another Gordon pick. Fantastic. I'll take Abdihamid Nur.
Okay, so Rodriguez and Nur are Colts runners right now. I got Kiptu and Young. Gordon has Manson, Wild Shot. People saying we should snake in the comments. No, we're not gonna. We're not gonna snake. We already told that. This is to give as much possible advantage to Gordon as possible. So we're not snake drafting here. All right, back to you, Gordon.
I mean, I'm constantly frustrated, but at the end of the day, you guys are giving me 3 of the top 4 that I have ranked, so I will go with Cooper Tier, and I will pick him third.
You're just taking from the top of the list here, Gordon. It feels lazy, man.
Yeah. I created the list, so
I thought you had an
in a way,
algorithm.
you guys are seeing my big board, so like I gotta kind of follow my big board in a way.
All right.
Okay, come on. It's not that complicated. This would be most people's big board. All right, Tier off the board here. So the top ranked person left is Charles Hicks at 8th. Then we have Athanas Kyoko at 9. Dylan Jacobs at 10. Drew Bosley at 11. I'm gonna go with the flyer here. A guy we've mentioned could potentially win this thing. Would not be totally crazy. Undefeated this year. He also could finish 75th, but that's okay. I take big swings at this thing. I'm going Athanas Kyoko from Campbell. Third pick.
It's a good pick. Good pick.
Nice. Okay. I think I'm just gonna take top of the board for now. I'll go with Charles Hicks, and yeah,
Charles Hicks. Okay.
I don't have any reason.
Any reason?
That's
Any
a name
reason
that
for
I
Hicks?
haven't heard. That's one. I think we're out of the range of people that I'm gonna recognize from this.
We went 8 deep, and Colt's
Yeah.
like, I got nothing. That's it. All right, so we're through 3. There you can see Mance, Wild Shot, Tier for Gordon, Kiptu, Young, Kyoko for me, Colt, Rodriguez, Nur, and Charles Hicks. I could see Charles Hicks getting a surprise 6th. I
Is
don't
that a
think
good
it's terrible
pick?
pick.
Okay.
I think it's a good pick.
I'll take it.
Yeah. For what was left, I think it's a good pick. Gordon, back to
Amazing.
you.
Now this is, I feel like, the hardest part because I feel like the top 9 were all really known, and now it's like my ranking doesn't really mean much anymore. I feel because I feel like 10 through 20 through 25, it's all kind of mumble jumble.
Okay.
So I think in this situation, I need to have. Oh, this is hard. Okay, I'm gonna. You know what? I'll go with it. I'll do Casey Klinger. Go BYU heavy.
Oh, going down the board a little bit. Different strategy.
Interesting, Gordon. 2 BYU guys. Any particular reason why you want Klinger over Jacobs and Bosley?
No. I have reasons, but I don't want to reveal them because that would affect my draft board down the line. So I'll keep that to myself.
Is it that you're only going to pick BYU runners? Is that the strategy?
No. We'll see.
Didn't we do this? Was it 2 years ago with Lincoln or last year when he ended up like 3 people on the same team? You're just like picking Stanford guys. I don't remember what year that was. I'm going to go down the board too, just a little bit though. I'm going to go Amon Kemboy of Arkansas. I think Arkansas is going to run really well in this meet. I know you've counted them out. You said they can't win. I think they have a puncher's chance. I think Kemboy is going to run in the top 10.
It's a good pick.
And by you, I mean Gordon, not you, Colt. You've been very humble.
Thank you.
Time, and I appreciate that.
I should know this because you have said it already, but where is this race happening? Where's this happening?
Florida State.
Florida State.
Florida.
Okay.
So warm weather.
Okay. Because of that, and I have no more information, I'm going to go all the way down to 21 and pick up Victor Kiprop.
Ooh.
God, going low on the board for Victor. It's hot down there in Florida. And
that's what I wanted. I wanted him to get him at
Victor?
like my 6th. Yeah, I wanted him at like my 6th or 7th pick.
Why'd you rank him so low?
You put him because
you burying stuff in this ranking for yourself?
Yeah, man, you gotta. It's all about the long game to win this fantasy draft.
I thought this was a public ranking.
My rankings are all about trying to every 3 runner. I want to be really the top 7 runner.
Oh, okay.
I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So.
Okay.
Oh, dang it. Okay. All right. I'm worried one of these is going to take this person. I probably shouldn't be drafting them in the round 5, but I will. I need one NAU guy, so I'm going with Bosley.
I need one NAU guy. Is that's what Mel Kiper told you? Get one NAU guy?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, you always need to draft running backs as often as possible in
Yeah.
like fantasy. You have to draft NAU guys as often as possible. And the fact that two are off the board, I can't let another one go off the board. So I got to go with Bosley.
I'm going to go similar theory. Colorado, they always show up at the championships, and Eduardo Herrera is very experienced. I'm going to go Herrera. You have him ranked 13. I think he's a steal in the 5th round. Eduardo Herrera.
Okay. I gotta say, I'm kind of a Notre Dame hater, so I probably will not be picking Dylan Jacobs.
Interesting.
I'm gonna take Bob Liking from Wisconsin.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go down the board a little bit again. It's a cool name. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great
that's what I was thinking.
That's
It was definitely a cool name pick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't see many
all
Bobs
name
these
team.
days.
Definitely all name team for 2021 cross country. All right, let's recap through 5. Gordon has Mance, Wildshut, Tier, Klinger, Bosley. I have Wesley Kiptu, Nico Young, Athanas Kyoko, Amon Kemboy, Eduardo Herrera. Colt has Isai Rodriguez, which rocked Gordon's world. Abdi Hamid Nur, Charles Hicks, Victor Kiprop, and the great Bob Liking. 2 rounds left, Gordon. Still time to overthink it. What do you got?
And I am doing that, but I got to do it. We're all ignoring Dylan Jacobs. I got to pick him. I'm ranked 10th. So go with Jacobs. Go with the sure thing. He's like a sub 1330 5K runner. He's Notre Dame's number 1 runner. So gotta go with Jacobs.
I have no
Jacobs.
reference for numbers like that. That makes no sense to me.
Well,
It's 4 viewers. It's 4 listeners.
Sounds great.
What's faster? Colt, what takes less time, Colt? 13 minutes or 14 minutes?
Well, 13, obviously.
There you go. So you want the lower number with your time.
Okay.
You remember this. You remember this from junior high cross country.
I've been paying attention a little bit.
Yeah. So 13:30 is pretty good. It's not great. There's guys in this field who have run faster, but of the remaining guys, that's a pretty strong pick. And Gordon had him ranked 10th. Okay, so this does get tricky now. So the best available, according to the rankings, Mawara 15, Benenfeld 16, Ihabel Sandali 18, Kieran Lum 19, Vitoscum 20. Don't have any strong feelings about any of those guys. So I'll just go in order, and I'll go Mawara of Gonzaga as my 6th pick.
All right. I think I'm going to stick with my all names team and take Morgan Beetlescombe off the board. Because what a name.
Going Big Ten back to back here.
Yeah. It's cold up in the Big Ten, but they can deal with Florida, I guess.
Yeah, it's easier.
I'm changing my strategy mid draft, but that's okay.
All right, Beetlescombe off the board. Gordon, last pick. Where are you going?
Give me 2 seconds.
He's running the algorithm. I'm
doing a quick look. Hold on. I'm clicking. Searching.
Are you actually running an algorithm? Is that
no? I'm looking at the top, This is interesting. The top 10 finishers at pre-nats have all been selected, but
Interesting.
Not all the top 10 from Nuttycombe have been selected, and one of those top 10 guys is Benfeld. So I'll go with Aaron Benenfeld.
And he was
2 Oregon and 2 BYU on my team.
Best remaining too, there with Benenfeld. Okay. Part of me wants to go crazy, like off the board out of the top 50 and do a Nagoose pick or something like that. Or I'm looking at Shea Foster, number 50, because
how often does that happen? Like from a person that doesn't watch a lot of cross country, is there like a lot of surprise like top 15s, or is it not really a sport where that happens?
No, it will happen.
Okay.
There will be people who I've ranked outside the top 20 who will finish inside the top 20.
Do you keep an archive? Like 2019 was a mess because the course was so crazy. Do you have your 2019
Sometimes.
rankings? Yeah, like that one,
you
Colt,
can,
was like all of our scores were way out. Like the the very, 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 very best people ran really well, but just past that second tier, it was a complete mess because it was muddy and slow, and
Gotcha.
there were our picks were completely far off. I'm gonna go. Should I go Nagoose? Should I go Foster, or should I go somebody? You know what? Gordon said you need at least one NAU guy. I'll just say no. Wait, I don't want to do that. You know, no.
No,
I'm
you
gonna
Gordon's
don't
go.
getting in
do
your
that.
head now. Gordon's getting in your head now,
No,
Kevin.
I was gonna. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go Ahmed Muhammad of Florida State. I'm gonna do that hometown thing. I'm gonna go Ahmed
That's a good
Muhammad,
pick.
Florida State, ranked 25. I just think no evidence to back this up. Haven't run the numbers, but running at home's got to give you a little bit of an advantage. We don't have a ton of data on that, but Ahmed Muhammad. There you go, off the board. Last pick, Colt. What do you got?
All right, with my final pick, I'm gonna take. I don't know how to say his first name, but Kip Sang from Alabama. Iliud, is that
Ooh,
correct? Maybe.
yes,
Sweet.
stud 1500-meter runner.
I did
Gordon, what do you
recognize
think?
that name. I can't say from where, but I do recognize that name.
You probably were thinking of Iliad Kipchoge.
That's definitely what happened.
There you go. That's okay though. Same first name. Same
There we
first
go.
name.
Okay, cool.
So Kip Sang off the board. There it is. Can we put up the final rosters there?